Hello there guys, my name is Shawn and a very warm welcome to the Theme Park Worldwide YouTube channel, where today I'm going to be taking a detailed look at the Disneyland Resort Monorail Playset. Now ever since I've been a child, I've always loved monorail systems, and since then I've been on the likes of Alton Towers' monorail, Walt Disney World Resort and many others, but including my favourite one, which is the Disneyland Resort monorail located in Anaheim, California. Now I purchased this playset from one of the gift shops at the park in September 2015. And throughout this video we're going to have a little look in the box, we're going to get the track pieces out, we're going to get this monorail running round and seeing just what it does for you guys to see. So first off, let's have a little look then at the box and what it says on it. The most prominent thing on the front of the box is of course the monorail itself, which is based on the Mark 7 monorails currently in use at the Disneyland Resort in Anaheim, California. These also split into various different sections, so you can see the joins just in between the carriages here. They will split up to make 5 separate sections, meaning you can make the monorail longer or shorter in length. Next up then you've got the track sections itself. The box contains 14 different track sections. So in here you've got 12 curved pieces and 2 straight. Here you've got the controls for the monorail, so you've got 4 buttons on a wireless remote control. You've got 1 to make the train go forward, 1 to make it reverse, 1 for it to stop, and 1 for the sound effects on the monorail as well. And then not forgetting the Disney characters themselves, you can see them in each corner of the box here. We've got Mickey and friends, each side which can sit inside the monorail if we do want to. So a quick flip over of the box reveals a nice description about the monorail system. However, one thing to note is this is a description about the Walt Disney World monorail and not the Disneyland Resort monorail. However, for any monorail enthusiasts out there, it does feature quite a few monorail facts. One thing to also notice then, much like the front of this box, it also features Spaceship Earth, which is just over here to the left hand side, and you'll notice how that was also on the front of the box as well. You've got a nice little image just here about how the monorail is going to look when it's set up, and also this image here which shows just how you can lift the roofs up of the monorail carriages to put inside your Disney characters. Right, let's get straight inside the box and have a look at the content inside it. So I've now took the monorail out of the box and we can start to see this playset in more detail. Now at first glance you might start to think, where is the rest of the track? Well, the clever guys over at Disney obviously thought about the packaging, because when you spin it round it also reveals where the rest of your track is. And also you can see here at the top you've got the various stanchions needed to support the track itself as well. So let's get on with the build then, let's get everything out of the box, lay it down and start with the construction of the monorail. So everything I need to build my monorail circuit is now out of the box, and let's have a little look at the operating instructions so we can get on with the build. So before you start building, it's always worth reading the manual just to make sure you're doing things right, and of course you get to check the contents of the box then as well. So we've got the 5 monorail cars, with the front car having the light and sounds in, we've got all of those, the 12 curved tracks, the 2 straight tracks, the 14 support beams, 5 accordion style joints with 1 spare, I suppose that's just in case one breaks, and then we've got 1 infrared remote control. So we've got everything we need to operate this. I've also got 2 AA batteries that aren't included in the set for the front car, and also 2 for the AA batteries for the remote control as well. So in total you've got 4 AA batteries which I have already purchased prior to setting this up. To battery installation then, that's nice and simple. Screw on the top and that goes into the top of the monorail. So as you can see just here, as I did earlier on, I unscrewed that, put the battery in, put it back on. Nice and easy. Track assembly then, so it's going to make a nice oval size here. You've got 6 pieces of track that are curved on each side, and then we've got the 2 straight ones in the middle to make a complete oval. Car assembly. That should be nice and easy to do there looking at the image, so we'll get on with that after we've done the track, and then we'll get on to the general operations. So first off then, track assembly. It looks quite simple. It looks like we'll stand the support up like so. And then a track section, as you can see from the joints underneath, will literally just slide on top like so. So we'll join all the track up, I'll speed you up, and then we'll get on to moving this train and getting the monorail into operation. Should be nice and easy, should be quite a fun one this. So 5 minutes later and my oval set of monorail track is now complete. It was nice and easy to fasten together as predicted. So literally looking at one of the joins just here, it was 2 sections of track, they joined together and connected by the support just in the middle. Easy as that. You can also buy more monorail track from Disneyland Resort and Walt Disney World. If you do want to make your set bigger, you're not just limited to what comes in the actual playset itself. So let's have a little look then at the Mark 7 train itself and getting this thing running. So if we have a little look underneath, you'll see you've got these little running wheels just at either side, similar to how an actual monorail would run as well. And of course you've got your main running wheel just there, and these are simply connected together like you can see I've done here. You get the middle section just here which fastens in, and then you will just lift that up underneath and connect your monorail together. What I'm going to do then, I'm going to connect all of those together now. Should only take a couple of minutes, and then we'll get this thing on the track. In terms of getting it on the track, it simply will just lift on, so it's nice and easy to do, and it will sit on just like so, and when the whole train's there together, we'll move around nice and swiftly. Looking forward to seeing this thing in action then. Let's get the train on and then we can get this thing testing. So as you saw in the clips just there, it was nice and easy to connect the carriages together using the middle sections. So moving on then, we're going to get the train onto the track itself. And as I mentioned this is simply just slot onto the track like so. There we go. So now it's come to the exciting point where we get to operate this monorail. You'll notice on the front carriage of the Mark 7 trains is a little switch down the bottom here. It's currently in the off position. We need to move that to the on position. That means the train is now active. Also make sure you're holding the actual carriage when you do that to make sure that it doesn't come off the tracks. So make sure you are holding that. In terms of your remote then, there isn't actually an on and off switch just here. Once you've got the batteries in your remote, it should actually operate just from that. To operate the monorail, you need to make sure that you are pointing the remote at the actual monorail to make sure that it picks up with the sensor, which is built into the top of the first carriage just there. In terms of announcements then, we've got this nice little Mickey head just here. Let's have a look then at what announcement we get when we press that.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Monorail.
There we go, quite a good one to fit the departure of the monorail. What about the next one?
For your safety, please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train.
There we go, and let's dispatch the train. So with a forwards motion, let's go. Seems to be running quite well there. Okay, so let's get the train moving backwards then. No need to stop the train when changing your motions there. You can just press the buttons to go forwards and backwards. But of course, if you want to make it a bit more realistic, you might want to stop the train and then change its direction. Very nice. It runs quite well on the track actually, considering it is just plastic track with these joins. It doesn't seem to make too much of a jolt when it actually goes over the different track sections. There we go, and say we're coming into a station.
Thanks for traveling with us, and we hope you'll have a happy and memorable visit
here at Disneyland. There you go, the classic monorail announcements. So we'll send this around a few more times. I'll show you some nice close-up shots of the trains, of course with some classic monorail announcements, and then we'll have a look at the inside of the carriages, and if you want to, you can add the Disney characters inside there as well. So whether you're a monorail enthusiast or you've just enjoyed a trip on the monorail on a recent Disney vacation, it's definitely a fantastic playset that is well worth purchasing if you enjoyed the monorail. So let's have a little look inside then in the trains. So you've got these 3 different capsules in the middle that will open up. Nice and simple to do, it just flicks up from the back of the train like so. So we'll open up all of those 3. The reason you haven't got one in the rear is of course due to the design of the Mark 7 train, and in the front just here, mainly because you've got the battery pack which is just inside there. Your AA batteries which just powers the motor in the monorail itself. Inside then you've got the windows which are blacked out, which is quite a nice feature, and then of course you've got the bench inside as well. You'll notice you've got the little areas in there for your Disney characters to sit in as well, so if you do want to put them in there, they will fit with ease just on side one of the seats, just inside each of the capsules. A really nice sort of feature that is. However, I'd much rather have a monorail without the Disney characters, as much as I do love Mickey, Minnie and all their friends. There we go, let's get that closed up, and then we can send out the monorail again. So there we go, off she goes.
Thanks for traveling with us, and we hope you'll have a happy and memorable visit here at Disneyland.
And there we have it. If you'd like to get your hands on one of the Disneyland Resort monorail playsets, all you need to do is head to Disneyland in Anaheim, California, where you can purchase one of the playsets from numerous different retail outlets across both Disneyland Park and Disney California Adventure. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Then when we take a closer look at the monorail itself, I'm sure you'll agree that it's a fantastic item to purchase and definitely something a little bit more unique from the theme parks. I've been Shawn Sandbrook, and thank you for watching this video. See you all soon.